had to. I Chicky baby. This right here, what you doing? This move right here, what you doing? I'm gonna tell you right now. I tried it one time with the band. Yeah, I was on the floor. I did it for a little bit. I did about 5, and something got a little weak, and I next thing you know, I was on the floor. Okay, I just wanted to say that because y'all know I be watching y'all, especially in the mornings. You gotta get a thumbs up, and then later on, what I'll do later on is I'll go back and leave a comment. But as soon as I see y'all, I go ahead and get a thumbs up on the TV. And then I come back on my phone and then I leave a comment. But that's Cheeky Baby. Oh, I like this girl. All her videos, she do like this stare, this, and it's simple. She don't say a word. Well, on her long content, she does talk, but she used the Tamar Braxton song, the same song that I had used when I was talking about my Cadillac Escalade. And she always in these different predicaments, and she give that blink 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 like you gotta give her a thumbs up. I come back later and leave a emoji or something like that. Miss Riz. Miss Riz said, let me see your face. Silly face. I like that hair. I know she be doing like the different wigs and stuff, but her wigs be giving. Her wigs really be like nice. And as y'all can see, I let y'all play like a few times. Y'all shorts, I let y'all shorts play like a couple of times. Like make sure I give y'all the light. Okay, Josh getting it in. Josh is on day like 100 and something, 104 with his workouts. Get it, Josh. I always show Josh mad love because he is really out here hooping it. He be out here playing basketball, and he's doing his workout thing because he's trying to get fit. I'm with it. I'm with it, Josh. You got my full support. Mm. I like these kids too with their dad. They're always doing these little skits and stuff. I always give them a thumbs up. It says when you hear how your kids rep talk, I'll come back in. I don't want to play y'all sound because yeah, I probably already got a copyright because when I crunk up my husband truck this morning, his music was banging till oh, that was on another live. That's Miss Riz. Facts never lie. Okay. I don't want to say this person's name because it started out where we were supporting each other, but I'll never see them. I'm still subscribed to them and I still click the like button and everything, but I never, ever, ever see them supporting me. So, not that I want to do a whole tit for tat type of thing, but it is kind of strange how you start off when you're supporting each other and then you start to notice that you're still supporting somebody, But you never see them on yours. That's to me. That's like, if you're not going to support me anymore, let me know so that I can make a decision as to if I want to continue or not with you. Because some of the people that I support, I don't even agree with some of the things that they say and do. I just don't watch those videos. I still watch y'all shorts or whatever, but I don't unsubscribe from people just because they say one or two things that I don't agree with. I'll still keep watching, but I just I just don't understand that, how you will intentionally go into a group or intentionally be like, yeah, I'll support and all this and that. And then when you start supporting them, you start noticing, like, wait a minute, I don't ever see that person on my side, even if it's a short. Like, I don't expect for people to watch all my long content or whatever, or all my long lives. I'm really just basically trying to do what I got to do. But I don't expect for people to watch my lives like that. However, at least at least on one of my shorts, let me see like a little smiley face or something. Let me know you're there. But if I feel like you are not supporting me the way that I'm supporting you, if I'm going to your channel and I'm liking all your shorts, I'm watching, I'm actually letting your lives play out while I'm cleaning around the house and stuff like that. And if I see that it's not being returned, then I start kind of questioning, just like I just passed a couple of that person's shorts. I gave the thumbs up, but it's like, I'm not going to mention you. I'm not going to go out of my way to do the extra like I used to, because you don't even do the bare minimum for me. So it is what it is. Like somebody told me one time before, you know, that some people will do anything for a click and a view, and I really believe that some people will do anything for a click and a view. There's Josh again. So that means he done posted 2 videos since I last saw him. Day 104. Get it in, Josh. He been working out. He been hooping. That's what he like to do. That's Destiny Walks Forever. Let's see. Did it like? I want to go home. This is how I be when hanging outside. I I just really feel like YouTube and kind of lost its thing. YouTube used to be about genuine people wanting to show their talent, their gifts, what they know how to do, share how to, teaching people how to do things. Like I said, I used to pop YouTube open every time I ordered something and needed to put it together. I would watch a YouTube video on how to assemble before I read the instructions. It used to be stuff like that. People showing how they style things together, how they do their hair, just to give ideas. Um, People used to be sharing their journeys, their health journeys, their diet journey, or their exercise regimens, like stuff like that. Now it's gotten to the point where it's like a lot of negativity is being pushed, a lot of bullying is being pushed, a lot of stalking is being pushed. Because don't get me wrong, I will watch some content where they're talking about another YouTuber or something like that. But when it gets to the point where you're stalking them, when it gets to the point where you're like calling CPS on them and all that, then I'm like, wait a minute. This is bullying. This is not that ain't cool. That ain't cool at all. Um Now you got to where people just get on here and they just will do anything for that view. And you're like, mm, yeah. Anyway, and I think it's funny how when I was going through certain things, people thought I was just acting erratic or whatever. She shouldn't say that, and um, whatever the case may be. But then, as soon as it happened, never speak too soon, because whatever happens to one can happen to you. That's all I'm saying on that. It can happen to you, and then that's when you want. That's why you have to be very careful about when somebody is expressing their concerns or saying, "Hey, this is happening to me" or whatever. You have to be very careful about how you react to that, because the same thing that's happening to one person can happen to you. It surely can. I like this guy here. Him and his son, they be like bouncing jokes off of each other. They do it in such a subtle way. Oh, Destiny walks forever, so that means she's posted multiple. Me trying not to stare at weird people. Do you guys feel the way too? I'm gonna have to listen to the background on that one. I'll come back. I'm gonna like it now and then just come back because I gotta hear. I don't know if it's some music behind it or what. That's another person who I've been supporting since before they even hit 1,000. Now that they are way up there and have a whole bunch of subscribers, I never ever ever see them on my content. I never. I mean, it is what it is. But now I'm getting to the point where I'm like, I'm gonna start unsubscribing from some people. I'm gonna start unsubscribing from some people. I like this everything seven family. I like them. She's trying to put everything, that little juicer thing. She tried to put a banana in, I guess, like some cheesecloth and put it in the juicer. And that just coming out of that, girl, you gonna have to put that banana in a blender and add a little liquid to it, like a little water or a little almond milk or some oat milk a little bit. And that's how you gonna get you some banana to drink, I guess. Banana smoothie. Some people I'm subscribed to, and I just, even though we started off with us supporting each other, and I don't see them on my page at all. Some of them I still watch just because I genuinely like their stuff, but it is a little weird. Like, so what? You just like fake supporting me or fake like? Because like I said, even if you don't watch my long content, dog, every once in a while, every blue moon, at least like give me a smiley face or something on my shorts or something. I feel like me subscribing to your channel and watching your content and giving the thumbs up and commenting at times. I don't comment on all things, especially a lot of people's lives. I don't comment a lot on a lot of people's content, but every once in a while, like your shorts or something, I will give a emoji or something just to let you know I'm here. There are a lot of commercials. Just a yogi doing burpees in the basement. I love him. Hold up, y'all. Don't be mad at me, y'all. Where is it? I gotta wash it down. Life with Tashaya finna come on. I gotta wash it down, y'all. I know somebody gonna say, you shouldn't be drinking a drink. You shouldn't be eating cheese. You shouldn't be eating bread. You shouldn't be watching me if it's gonna offend you what I'm putting up in my body. I know, I've read. Okay. Just a yogi doing burpees in the basement. When I tell y'all, he be doing like them kettlebells and stuff. He be slinging them kettlebells. I'm trying to get to that point. I'm trying to hit them kettlebells like yoga in the basement. I'm trying to do them burpees like Eric Lapointe. Eric the Point. The Pointe. I'm trying to do stretching, and it's something they call it when you use your body weight to do your exercise and stuff. I don't know the name of it, but anyway, I'm pretty sure somebody will say somebody will correct me. Y'all known for that. I get so tired of opening up my comments sometimes. Sometimes I don't even open up my comments for like 2 or 3 days. I just let it sit in the YouTube studio. But Shiki baby, I'm trying to get to that point where I can like really do some stuff. Y'all seen when he was in between them two chairs? I was like, I can see me now on the floor, on the kitchen floor with the chairs on top of me like that. I can see it now. But I'm trying to get to that point. Man, Gilbert, man, y'all be doing some more like impossible type stuff. This dude be dunking himself in ice cold water. Outside in ice cold water. That's all right. Y'all keep showing out. I be got some. I still got Yogi in the basement playing. He done played about 10 times already. Oh, Josh again. Hit it, Josh. I'm gonna give you the thumbs up. What is this? Oh, this was the day before because it say day 103. I forgot her name, but I started following her because she's doing the 75 hard as well, and Boss Lady Denise and Life of Tasharia. I forgot her name. It's so small I can't hardly read it on the thing, but I started following her just because I didn't start following her because I want her to follow me or nothing like that. I started following her because I was like, hey, she doing the 75 hard too, and she doing good. She be on that trampoline and stuff. Get it, girl. So that's my way of like cheering her on from a distance. She probably don't even know who I am, but I'm like, yeah, get it. I'm also subscribed to a lot of news channels too, so this is the same person. Like, I'm really honestly in my head debating on if I should stop following this channel I'm just a little disappointed. That's all. Just a little disappointed because in the very beginning, all of us were supporting each other and everything. Then I started to notice some things like, wait a minute, I'm commenting on your shorts and your videos and stuff. I'm in your lives, like sitting. Like I used to literally have this person's live on my TV, so that way I could still do what I'm doing around the house, but I could still hear everything that's going on the live. I used to be participating in everything, but I never, ever, 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 ever saw this person on mine. But I remember when both of us had very little subscribers, like less than 1,000, we were supposed to be supporting each other. Then this person has skyrocketed. I mean, have tons of subscribers, and I never, ever, ever see them supporting me, shout me out, or anything like that. So I hate to be that person, but it's getting to a point where now I have to start, I have to start kind of narrowing down on my circle, and that's a part of it. I have to start weeding out those people who I'm like focusing on and spending time on, and I don't even know how to explain it, but that's time that can be spent on somebody else. The time that I'm putting into your channel can be time spent into putting into somebody else's channel. Like I like to go through and watch people's playlists. I like to go through and watch people's like whatever they got up and coming, because sometimes people will have, like, say for instance, um Jared Talks. He have what he has coming up next already posted. Like if he know he's gonna do an interview with somebody or something, he'll have like upcoming such such. So I like to keep track of the people who I really want to cheer on and participate with and enjoy their journeys or whatever the case may be. So I don't want to spend my time watching people who have gotten their heads kind of blown up now, or whatever the case may be. I'm probably talking too much now, but I don't want to waste my time watching people's lives and commenting and all this and that when they not even studying me. They not even studying me. That can be time. That could be over here watching Jared Talks playlist. That could be time that I could be spending over here with Metro Sonic. That could be time spent over here watching Patty's Kitchen Garden and more. Pre-retirement days. Y'all know I love trying pre-retirement days recipes, but that could be time spent over here watching Boss Lady Denise, um, Life of Tasharia, Prank Up Cooking Series. I'm just going down the list of people I watch in the mornings, basically. But why am I wasting time playing your playlist or watching your lives and you ain't even studying me when I could be over here giving the people who are really in my circle more time? I can give them extra time because, like I said, I'm not the only one in the house with my account with an account. So when we show support, we show support. Like, and please miss me with that. Don't don't because I have common sense. I have common sense. Whether you know it or not, whether you think so or not, I have common sense. So miss me with the common sense type of scenarios, okay? And that's not a dig, that's not a I'm just saying don't do that to people. Don't talk to people like they don't have common sense. Do not talk to people like they don't know what's going on. Sometimes I know what's going on and I just decide not to say anything cuz I don't like confrontation. So don't do that. Don't do that. Um But what I will say is, I am in a spot now where I don't want other people to shout me out I don't want other people to say, go to my channel and subscribe to my channel. I don't even want that no more. Because every time people do that, I get a lot of hate. I get a lot of negative comments. I get a lot of criticism. Um, and that's going to come with it, I know. But at least if it comes at me, let it come at me with people who are just coming to my page just to come to my page. Don't, please don't let me find out it's somebody that's coming from your page to my page just to criticize me or just to be negative with me. Please don't let me find that out, because now I'm looking at you side eye. Yeah. And for those of you that don't like me drinking soda, this is just for you. This is just for you, babe. I don't understand why people get so caught up in what other people eat and what other people drink and what other people wear and all that. Like, I don't even know how that's even possible with my world's so jacked up sometimes because I'm a mom. I'm just gonna put it out there like that. I'm a mom. Hold up, let me reword that. I'm an active mom. I'm an active mom. So uh, I can't concentrate on what other people doing because I'm too busy worrying about, did I turn the crock pot on this morning? I'm too worried about stuff like that. I'm too worried about did I put the laundry in the dryer? Did I lock the door behind me this morning when I left? My brain is like that. My brain is like that. I can't get caught up on what other people doing, what other people eating, what other people drinking, what other people wearing. And what? I'm not worried about what you wearing. I'm worried about, did my son go to school looking decent and in order this morning? Did he have on matching socks this morning? I'm too worried about me and mine. I can't get caught up in what other people doing. I can't get myself all worked up. I mean, some people literally get worked up off of what somebody else drinks or eat. I can see you kind of side saying to yourself a little bit like, ah, she sure taking in a lot of sugar. But to go the whole extra mile and to try to like demonize me for sugar, that's just too much. You just got too much time on your hand. Cause I tell you right now, I guarantee you, I can guarantee you, my mind ain't nowhere near what you drinking or eating. My mind is on me and mine. And I'm gonna tell you, like my grandmama told me when she was in her she was in her last days before she passed or whatever. And she was in her 90s, and she was in this rehabilitation center. Everybody know I love my mama. She was like my best friend, y'all. My both of my grandmothers, my best friends. I'm that child that sits on the porch with the grandparents all the time. So my grandmother was in this rehabilitation center, and she had been eating fried fish her whole life. Eating what she had. She was eating fat back, neck bones, all that. Now I don't eat a lot of pork, but I will eat pork. But my grandmother ate pork just about every day. She ate fried fish every Friday. That was her thing. On Fridays she ate fish. And she said something that made me laugh, but at the same time it was like she had a point. She said, "Now I know they ain't waiting till I'm in my 90s. And they already done told me that my heart is weak, and they had already told her she had limited time or something like that. I don't want to get into detail because my family is the type where they'll say, no, that ain't what mama said." Nobody knows what she said to me. But anyway, she said, Key, I can't believe they wait till I'm in my 90s. And they telling me that I'm on my way to see my Lord. to tell me to deny. She said to deny me some fried fish. You done already told me I'm going to see my Lord. She said, and I promised the Lord. She said, I asked the Lord, and I asked him to come into my life and take me as soon as I get to the point where I have to depend on somebody all the time. She said, I asked him that years ago. And she said, I promised the Lord that if he would keep me in my right mind, that I would forever praise his name. She just went on. Y'all know how the older generation do this. She just went on and on with that, like um, serving the Lord. She never said the Lord. She the Lord. I serve the Lord, and I praise his name. So that day when I went to go see her, I used to go see her on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays because she had dialysis on Tuesdays and Thursdays. She had on the days that she didn't have dialysis, I would go up there and sit with her while my kids were in school. And she was so upset that day because she wanted some fish. She wanted some fried fish. And she was like, Key, you know these folk done told me that I can't have no fried fish. She said, I'm 90 some years old. Been living off of fried fish on Fridays all my life. And they wait till now to tell me that I'm being denied fried fish. And she was so funny about it because she was like, I'm I done lived my life. I've been eating fried fish for over 90 years. She said, why do you folks want to hinder me from being happy? She said, I never overate. I never bothered nobody. I ain't never, she just went down that whole little thing. She said, I just want to be right with the Lord and sit here and eat my little fried fish. So she tried to get my daddy to sneak her some fried fish into the facilities. And the nurse was like, now, we told you can't have no fried fish. She looked at that lady and she said, and the lady was still standing there. She looked at that lady and she looked at me and she said, and then she come in here telling me what I can and can't have. And I'm 90 some years. The lady was standing right there. I'm like, my mama. I said, my mama, be nice, be nice. She said, I is being nice. I is being nice when I ask nicely for some fried fish. She said, they come bring me in here that old piece of, um, she didn't call it tilapia, but it was tilapia. But she called it the little sickling fish. She said, they come bring me that little sickling fish. Um, didn't have no season on it. And what some people don't know is back in the day, this was a form of medicine also. This was a form of medicine also. When the older generation had migraines and things of that nature, they would sip on a little soda. And I know the whole Coca-Cola thing and the Coke thing. I know. Like I said, don't be so quick to always be like, well, some of y'all remind me of now I'm a nerd myself now, so I'm not peeking. Some of y'all remind me of that one nerd in class that wanted homework or that just wanted to try to find something wrong with what the teacher doing, and then whole rest everybody else in the class like, oh god. Some of y'all put me in the mind of that, like. And another thing, you actually forgot to put a comma right there. I leave people alone. If people want to get on here and uh eat, I done seen some people on here eating what is it? The pottery stuff, cornstarch. I just be like, wow, ain't that unhealthy? But I ain't gonna go and do like a whole like she knows she shouldn't be eating that cornstarch. And then the very next day I watch her again and then make another video. Look at how much cornstarch she eat. And then the very next day I'll watch her again and then I make another video and say, now look at that, all that cornstarch. Why do you continue to watch people who you disagree with what they're doing? Because common sense, you're supporting what they're doing by watching what they're doing. You are one of the reasons why people who have negative content or irresponsible content, you are the reason why they prosper, and people who are feeding positivity, education, physical health, wellness, you are the reason why the people who are promoting um, ratchetness, unhealthy habits, um, just disarray, just they are being pushed up while people who are promoting healthy things, good things, positive things are being pushed down because people like you are continuing to watch them and promote them. When you watch them and you tell people about them and make videos about them, you're promoting them. They're getting free publicity off of your negativity. So it's a win-win for them. So they can eat all the cornstarch they want to. They can wear all the booty shorts they want to while they clean the house and shake their tail and cussing everybody out in their videos. They can continue to do that because they're getting support. They're getting lifted up. Yeah. I don't watch certain people. I don't watch. If I watch a couple of your shorts and I see that you doing something that I feel like is not in line with what I believe or what I do or whatever, I'm not gonna sit there and watch you. I'm not gonna like, hello, duh. If you don't like what I eat and drink, don't watch me. You ain't gotta sit here and write long paragraphs. You ain't gotta sit here and like try to demonize me for it. Just don't watch. Go watch your people who are cussing their children out and not taking care of their home, not taking care of their kids, and do all that. Watch them. Don't watch me. Don't watch me. Because I'm a firm believer in there is no perfect person on this earth. No perfect person. So if you want to come over here and expect me to be perfect all the time and do what you think I should be doing, don't watch me. Don't watch me. Don't watch me. Because I done been through too much to be sitting here trying to live my life to please other people. Other people ain't the ones that had to fight my battle. Other people are not the ones that have had to have that come to Jesus moment. Like my mama used to say, come to Jesus moment. Uh, no, no. Don't come over here thinking because I don't wear my hair like yours that you got to tell me, uh, you shouldn't even have your hair like that. You should do this. You should do that. What the heck? Who does that? I'm telling you, y'all are the type of people that I don't even want to really be around. Like, if I knew it was a family picnic coming up and y'all was gonna be there, I'm the cousin that's gonna call the other cousin and say, "Is so and so gonna be there?" And if they say yeah, I ain't coming. Because I do not like being around people who feel like you have to live your life according to them. I don't like being around people who make you feel like you questioning your every move because they are there to pick out anything that they feel like is wrong or that they feel like is not correct or whatever. I can't stand being around people like that because then I feel like I can't even talk around you because you're nitpicking at the way I speak. You're nitpicking at the way I carry myself. You're nitpicking at the way I wear my hair. You're nitpicking at the way I wear my clothes. You're nitpicking at everything to the point where I can't even be myself. So I don't want to be around you. And that's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. Especially if I see you doing that to me, but with somebody else who's doing something way worse than me or just crazy type of stuff, you not doing that to them. But you doing it to me? Now I really feel some type of way. Now I really feel like, okay, you just tripping. I went all off into a tangent, y'all, all because I keep seeing this one person who I used to support all the time. And we were supposed to all be supporting each other. We were supposed to all be supporting each other. And I caught on real quick when I started seeing them coming on other people's videos and stuff. I caught on real quick. I was like, oh, so it's just me. Oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha. And I don't even want to be the type to be like, you have to watch me, you have to support me. No, no. I want the people who genuinely want to be over here to be over here. And I don't even want the people who really genuinely support me to watch my whole lives. They know what I'm doing it for. The people who genuinely support me knows exactly what I'm trying to do. So I don't expect for them to sit in a whole like hour live or anything like that. It is what it is. You got a life to live. They know exactly what I'm trying to do. However, I will say this. If I'm posting shorts every day and I never, ever, ever, ever see you even give me a emoji, I don't see your name nowhere on my thing. Not a comment, not a nothing. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna do a deep dive into the people who I support, and I'm gonna start pulling back from a few people, a few. And not to be mean or nothing. Y'all know I don't like being mean. I'm not trying to be mean at all. I'm just literally watching out for my mental health. I don't want to put my all into other people, and it does something to you because you're draining me. I'm pulling I'm putting my time and effort into supporting you, and you're not reciprocating, you're not doing anything. So I want to put that time and energy into to other people. That's all I'm saying. I only have a few hours in the day. I want to put that energy and time into people who I feel like really um, deserves my energy and time, because I know I put a lot into my support. I know I'm watching people on my TV, I'm watching people on my tablet, I'm watching people on my phones, I'm letting people run while I'm out running errands. Sometimes I have to turn y'all volume down and I still have y'all playing. Like if I'm running into the store or something like that, and I know you're doing a live, I will keep you playing and just turn the volume down. Go ahead, run my errands while I'm cleaning the house. Today is Friday. For those of you that don't know, on Fridays is a busy day for me. I'm washing clothes, I'm cleaning, I'm preparing sandwiches and cold salads. Um, I said cold salad, the cold pasta salads. Um, I'm putting gas in the car. I'm doing a lot of stuff on Friday. So on Friday, what I do is I play my people's lives. If I missed your live in the morning, I will do a playback. I will let it run on my TV and stuff while I'm doing these chores, while I'm playing with the babies. I let somebody else run on my tablet. And every once in a while, y'all might see me leave a comment because I might hear you say something that I agree with or that I want to get in the conversation with. And I will go back to my phone and leave a comment. But that's neither here nor there. What was that? I realized that a lot of people in our circle didn't really fool with me like that. I think it's because I'm a gardener but I haven't been in my garden more. So I really appreciate certain people sticking in there with me, like Odom's Homestead, uh, J3, J3GS Farms. Um, some gardeners really still every once in a while will come through and support me because they know my situation, they know what I'm going through. And I started trying to prove myself, like I'm a gardener, I'm a real gardener. And I thought about it, like, what are you doing? Why are you trying to prove yourself to people? Like, what? um I started changing. That's not who I am. I'm not that type of person. So when I saw that, I started changing and started trying to like prove myself and started trying to show that I do have a garden, that I do have fruit trees and all this and that. Then I was like, you know what? Pull back, because that's not you. We not finna get into that game. And to be honest, if we were to get into that game, I probably would hurt a few people's feelings, and I don't want to hurt people's feelings. I would hurt some people's feelings, and I don't want to do that because I know my mouth. I would say some things that I have you saying, she shouldn't have said that. She shouldn't have said that. Sorry, but you didn't think twice before you said or did what you. That's the problem. Why do people feel like it's okay to say and do anything to me, or to kind of slick say some stuff about me, and then if I come back and say something about it, I'm a bad person? Nope. What the truth of the matter is, you thought that you was going to be able to do and say whatever to me, and I was not going to say anything. That's what you was betting on. And I tell my daughter that all the time. Praise be to the Most High, my daughter is, but okay, whatever. Um, I tell my daughter all the time, like, some people are banking on your silence. Some people want you to stay silent because they know that if the truth comes out, people will see them for who they truly are. Don't let them shut you up. If they are the villain, then they are the villain, because they gonna make you out to be the villain every single time. You better tell your truth and stick with it. Don't let nobody shut you up and shut you down when you know you see what you see and you know what you know. That's one thing I used to not like about certain gifts that I had. I used to ask God to take it away. I used to sit in my room and cry and say, God, take this away. I remember one time I had a dream of a funeral, and I saw exactly how the funeral was. I saw the flowers, I saw the color of the casket, and I need to really do a whole nother video where I talk about some of the things I went through being a dreamer or a seer. My grandma that passed away, she used to call me a dreamer, and she said that her oldest child was a dreamer also, so that's how she knew. But I remember one time it scared me so bad because I was young, and I saw a funeral in my dream. And in my dream, I actually, in the middle of it, I realized I'm dreaming. So since I realized I was dreaming, I was like, I got to try to wake myself up. I got to try to wake myself up. And while I was trying to wake myself up, I got closer and closer to the casket. And I didn't want to see who was in the casket. I didn't, but for some reason, it just kept bringing me closer and closer. So that morning, I woke up and I called my grandma. And I was like, I had a dream. It's kind of a bad dream. It felt wrong. It felt dark. And she was like, wait a minute. Wait before you tell me a dream. She said, Key, go put some on your stomach. Go eat some, even if it ain't nothing but a couple of crackers, whatever, whatever. So she made me eat some breakfast first. And then she said, call me back after you done put something on your stomach and after you done let it settle, for a few minutes. Then call me back, tell me your dream. Call her back to tell her the dream. And she said, Lord, Lord, Lord. She said, I want you to pray and ask for a realm of protection around the family. And she said, I'm going to be praying with you, Key. I said, okay. And I said, well, I don't know how to pray. She said, just ask the Lord to put a hedge of protection around the family. So I did that. And she said it could be one or two things. And she gave me the meanings of dreaming about a funeral. And she said it could be one or two things. But considering the fact that um, you didn't see who was in the casket, she said that means it's going to be. She told me the meaning. I don't want to tell y'all all that, but she told me the meaning. She told me what everything was gonna, how I was gonna do, and she said that was his way of preparing me. It was about 2 weeks after that. There was a passing, and it wasn't an immediate family, but it was a member of the church. And when they had the funeral, I remember my grandmother grabbing my hand and bringing me close to her. And she said, you see the color of that casket, Key? I said, yes, ma'am. She said, that's your dream, baby. That's your dream. And she just kept rubbing my back, rubbing my back, rubbing my back. Y'all, I remember going home and crying and saying, I don't want this. I don't want to. I don't want to see stuff before it happens. I don't want to see. I don't want to dream of stuff before it happens. Begged and begged, take it away from me. Take it away from me. I don't want to. I mean, it had gotten so bad to the point where I would get nervous in church because I had started to feel people's energy. And my grandmama was pretty much like my guide. So when I would, she was the only one at the time that I felt like I could talk to about stuff like this. So I would tell her, this is how I was feeling, this is what I felt. And she would tell me the meaning of it. She would tell me the meaning of my dream. She would tell me why I'm feeling a certain way when I get around certain people or when I step into a building, why I'm feeling this. And I don't even think I want to share everything she taught me because I really feel like she was my personal guide. So if you guys are dreamers, I'm pretty sure it's somebody around you that's your personal guide. Um, and I know people feel like, oh well, you're in the truth, so you're not supposed to be this and you're not supposed to be that. You could say you're not supposed to all day long, but if you're given a certain gift, you can't, it can't go away. That's you. That's what you were here. That's your gift that was implanted into you. But anyway, so I asked for it to be taken away, and it seemed like it got stronger. And I talked to my grandmother about that. And it used to be times where I would get up in church to say something, and it was like I would I would know what the other person is thinking about me, and I would know what they have said about me. And it had gotten to the point where one time I put the mic down and I said, "You said that? Why? Why?" And she was like, "What are you talking about? What are you talking about?" And then it came out later that she did say that about me, but she said it like that day before we were supposed to be doing something together at the church. And she said it downstairs in the first unit of the church about me. And it came to me right when we were supposed to be doing. That's another thing that I didn't like. I did not like that because it would cause me to freeze up. It would cause me to sometimes cry. Um, you hear, and I know some people gonna be like, what the heck is she talking about? But sometimes you can feel and hear what people have on their hearts, and it is scary. It's scary. It's scary to hear what some people have on their hearts. And I'm gonna leave it like that. It's kind of scary, but at the same time, it's like I feel that I'm protected in some kind of way, which is weird. Like when I first got diagnosed with cancer, my mom was just looking at me because I was like, I don't know what it is, but I just got a sense of peace over me that I can't explain. I just feel like I'm good. Like I didn't know how to explain it, and she was just looking at me, and she was like, "Yeah, okay." She was like, "Cause you know what God we serve," and she started talking like that. But I know she was looking at me with the look of like, "What?" But for some odd reason, I just feel like I'm heavily protected. And I just have to do better. I have to do right. That's the realization I've come to. I have to do better. Not with what the world think I need to do better with. I need to do better with what I know I have to do better with, if that makes any sense. I'm not a Bible thumper. I'm not the type that's gonna like try to force people to believe what I believe or whatever the case may be. But I will tell you, like, from a biblical standpoint, but I'm not going to say you should believe the same thing too. Not me. I try to respect everyone's background, everybody's. I try to respect everybody's what you want to call it, their way of life. I just try to respect you for who you are and what you come with. I don't see color, and I believe the reason why I don't see color is because I have had so many um, people of different backgrounds come into my life in a positive way. So I can't be against a particular like race or anything like that because I've had so many positive encounters that I couldn't see myself hating a whole group of people because I had one bad encounter or something like that. Like if it makes sense. Yep, I'm gonna have to start unsubscribing from some people because a lot of the people that I genuinely watch, it's like I don't never see these people. I don't never see these people. But I've been watching you since you had like 50 subscribers, 100 subscribers. I've been like, I was there. I was like, and then it seems like as soon as they jump up, some people I think I'm gonna stop supporting because I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that. But I will say this though. Y'all do realize that it's some people in the world that you can't talk behind their back because they can hear it. They can hear it. So it's always good to just be upfront and just be honest in a caring way. It's okay to be honest and tactful at the same time. But no boss lady Denise, I already gave her the thumbs up. Let them wait, because I was watching her earlier this morning. I already gave her the thumbs up. That's another person who I've been supporting since before they even had 50 subscribers. I never see them. Never ever. That's cute. Give you the thumbs up. Okay, y'all, it's been over an hour now. I've been running my mouth. And I will say this before I go. If you have watched this video and been offended by anything I said, so no, for real, for real. If you have watched this whole live and you sat there and thought to yourself something negative or something to point out or something to criticize, if you sat and watched a whole hour live only to find something to criticize, it's time for you to do some soul searching.